Hi, Chef Sal here. Today we're going to make something very unusual. This time of the year there's a vegetable what is so healthy, so much nutrition, that's kale. I just came from the farm and I picked up those beautiful kale leaves. I want to show you how they look like. This is not like the other kale what is really shrinked. This came fresh from the hydroponic farm. And I put it in the water and let it sit for a couple of hours and it will get very firm. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make kale with sun-dried tomato. Now you would think sun-dried tomato and kale, well, it's a great combination. It is simple, it's easy, and it won't take you too long. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make this. So follow me. First thing what we're going to do is we have here some sun-dried tomatoes. I cut them up because I don't leave them whole. That goes into mixer. Then I have some basil, and I want to show you. Look at this color of this basil. This is purple basil. Oh, the smell and aroma of this basil. It's just the oils is it phenomenal. So we put some basil in here. And then I have a clove of garlic. And what I'm doing next is, it's very important that you do it this way, because I have a reason for this. And my reason is, I'll show you. So we're going to blend this. I'm doing this because the sun-dried tomato with the garlic needs to be blended very well, because the other ingredients, they blend so much easier together. And let me show you how this looks like. I'm going to use my spatula and go scrape this all down here. Okay, see this? I have to go a little farther before we mix the rest of the ingredients in. There we go. Now, if you want to do this different, you can do it in a Vitamix, you can do it in a smaller machine, but I like it this way, and I will show you why. Here we go. See, this is pretty well mixed now. So this is going to be Krispy Kale with sun-dried tomato, and again, the kale is so fantastic, so flavorful. We have done this. The next thing we're going to do is add here the tahini, raw tahini. Put this in it. Alright. Then we add a little bit of apple cider vinegar in it. Just a little bit. Okay. Nutritional yeast. That's going to give it this fantastic flavor. Then I add a little of the sea salt in here. Okay, and a little cayenne, because I want to give it some spice, and a little bit of namasoyu, and this is unpasteurized soy sauce. Now, if you have a problem with any soy products, you don't need to use it, because it has enough flavor, but I like to put a couple of drops in it. Alright, so the next thing we do is start there. I'm going to blend this. You're going to see what's happening here. Now, to get this really emulsified and make a great emulsion, I had to open this again and do another time. Look at this, how this looks like. Look how this looks like. See how beautiful it is? It is too coarse at the moment because it's not going to fit and hold on my kale leaves. So I put this back, and what I'm going to do next is add a little bit of water to liquefy it, because it has to be more liquid. That's about, I would say, a half a cup of water goes in here. A little different sound. It's what's supposed to be. Now we have it running. You can hear the difference in the sound before it went hold it, the different sound. Let me show it you again. Look at this. This looks like a little bit like hummus. Let me blend this again one more time and it will be done. I'm going to look at this consistency of this, how beautiful this is. We do it one more time, a couple of seconds, and we'll be done. So that's enough water in it. There we got it. This is it. Okay. Next thing what I'm doing here is gonna put this in the bowl with the kale. Now, I have the kale is over here. I have washed the kale and dried it and took off the stems. It's very important. The stems are too hard in the dehydrator. You'll get a problem. You won't get what you want. So now we're going to put a little bit here in different ways. A little here, a little this side, and I'm going to use my hands and I'm going to mix this. And you will see this is going to shrink because the sauce or the emulsion on it, it's going to shrink it. But look and take care that all the leaves are well coated. So you got to take your time with this and don't rush it because it's such a wonderful crispy dish. And again, this is Krispy Kale with sun-dried tomato. Alright, I think I could do a little bit more. My hands here. So always have a bowl of water ready because you want to keep your hands very clean. Let me add a little bit more. One more time. Now I use only a small amount, but you can do double and we give you the recipe for the amount of sauce you will get. I have here a little left over and I just have it with my salad. It's great. So the next thing I'm going to do is put it on the dehydrated shell. And we're going to do this just like this. Now, the next thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this off with putting on some black sesame. I'm going to add some black sesame seeds on it. Gives a little different flavor. The sesame seeds are so good, and instead of the white one, I use the black one. There we go. That should be about enough. Just sprinkle this on it, keep it very light, don't overdo it. Don't cover them in all black sesame seeds. This is just a little touch to make it a little bit more delicate. Alright, so this is how it looks like, and then I'm going to put it in the dehydrator, and it won't take so long, it takes a couple of hours. It goes in here. Put this right over here. Okay, and we turn this on. There we go. So now, this is 3.5, 4 hours later, I'm going to show you how this looks like. And this is the way it looks like. Because you heard this, the crunchiness of it. It's so delicious and it's simple, tasteful and easy to prepare. So this is my Krispy Kale with sun-dried tomato dip. This is Chef Sal. We see you next episode.
Watch and read more at evolvewithflavor.com.